What's up, Big Bear Nation? Welcome back to the homestead. Are you the culprit? Are you one of the ones that's laying in here? No eggs this morning.
Empty.
No eggs. So today's video is kind of a how-to. We actually have something coming up that we've got to do, which is butchering. And we've got a bunch of broilers, but we also have a bunch of layers that are in weight for the Eggmobile. And I have my old layers that have been in here for a while, and I have noticed that egg production has gone down. No matter how much feed I give them, no matter how much sun they get, it doesn't matter. I've got like 12 hens in here and I'm getting 3 eggs a day. That's not good. So I started doing some research and I found something, and crazy as it may seem, one of the books that we've had for years. And it tells me about the difference between a lazy hen and a good layer. And that's pretty much to be able to cull your layers at a certain point. So I'm going to show you what I've learned. And then I'd like to hear what you think of this method, if you've used it, or what you use to be able to cull your older hens. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to look at is the comb on your hen. Now, her comb's not great. I mean, it's a small comb to begin with, but it's not real red and pretty like, you know, a new hen would be. I'll show you one of those in a second. Now, the next thing you want to look for is her abdomen. So I'm gonna flip her over, and you're gonna feel her stomach area. And if it's hard, then you've got an issue. If it's, you need to cooperate. If it is soft, then you know you have a good, still healthy hen. So right here, around just below the breastplate, right there, you're gonna feel in her tummy, and it's a little hard down there. So, but now I feel a little bit lower, and it's a little bit softer there. So she's not awful, but she's not great either. The next thing you want to look for is the space between the pubic bones. Now, if you've ever butchered a chicken, you know what these bones are. These are the ones that come up past the breastbone. So your breastbone is like right in here, and then your pelvic area is gonna be further down, and you'll want to feel for that. And then once you feel it, you want to be able to put at least 2 fingers between that area. And I have 3, so she's actually pretty good as far as that goes. And then the very last thing, which nobody really likes, me included, but her especially, is look at their vent. If their vent, and that's where the egg comes out, if their vent is dry and yucky, then obviously they're not laying very well. If it's nice and moist, then, okay, where's it at? You're not cooperating with me. Watch you poop on me when I do it. She's got a lot of feathers, y'all. Okay, so it's not dry and crusty. She actually does have a little bit of, it's a little moist in there. So she's still technically, she's one of the layers that's laying in here. And I kind of already knew that because I saw her. But I wanted to show one to you that might be on its way out, but is still kind of laying. So we will keep, but there's a couple in here that I'm not so sure about. All right, so let's look at this lady. Comb is nice and red. Her wattle, nice and red. She's got some nice color to her. She's giving me the side eye. All right, next thing is the abdomen. We're gonna look at her abdomen. And she's not gonna like it. Calm down, calm down. Okay, now, I'm gonna look at her belly. Her belly is nice and soft. There's no hard anything in there in that abdomen. Okay, now the pubic bone. So find your breastbone, which goes all the way the length right here, stops right about there. So you're gonna come down a little bit further down by the legs, and you'll feel there are two little pointy bones, like right in here, okay? Now, this one I only have 2 fingers between. So her color's good, but her pubic bone is not really wide, which makes me think she might not be laying very often, if at all. Okay, and last but not least, I know you hate this as much as I do, I promise. Okay, let's look at the vent. Oh, nope, the vent's nice and, I don't know if you can see that, but it is nice and moist. We have 2 hens that have 3 out of the 4 qualifications. You okay? I know that was as traumatizing for you as it was for me, but you're okay. You're off the chopping block for now. Okay, so I really wasn't going to do anymore, but this is one of my Americanas, and I am still getting green eggs, but there's more than 1 in here. So I figured while I could reach her, I would go ahead and check her. Comb looks pretty good. Huh, your comb looked pretty good. Look, we dancing here. All right, no, you gotta chill. You gotta chill. I really need you to chill. Okay, all right. Well, if behavior was one of the indicators, I would think she still has plenty of fight left in her. Look at her looking at me. Like, she is giving me the evil eye, like, if you go anywhere near that region, I'm going to peck your eyes out. Okay, relax. 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 Okay, now, belly is nice and soft. Okay, breastbone. Breastbone comes pretty low on this girl. Okay, on the pelvic bone. I've got 3 fingers. So, she is definitely probably laying here. Let's see about the vent. I know we're not crazy about the vent test, but let's look at the vent. Where's the vent? There it is. It's always covered by so many little feathers, which I am convinced is how eggs come out nice and clean, because it's like a feather duster. Okay, yeah, she's not dry. It's not crusty or anything. She actually looks like I need to put her up before she pops an egg out. Are you getting ready to lay? I guess I'll leave you alone, okay? So you're off the chopping block for now, sweetheart. Keep giving me those green eggs, okay? Mwah. Okay, my other Americana. She let me catch her, so I'm gonna go ahead and try her too. All right. Comb looks okay. Nice and red, but not as perky as the other one. I know. Relax, relax, relax. My roosters are not happy that I'm doing this. Relax, relax, relax. Okay, let me feel your belly. Feel your belly. Okay, belly is nice and soft, nice and tender. Okay, and pelvic bone. We got the breastbone right here. Pelvic bone's kind of low. About 2 fingers. Can get 2 on hers. And then let's see about the vent. Her vent. Vent's moist. And it's not crusty. I think that's poop that just came from her there. So it's not dry and nasty either. So they may just be alternating and just slowed down a little bit. Huh. Because I am getting a green egg just about every day. So if that's the case, they may be alternating on who's laying. Huh. Cheeky little girl. Alright. Alright, so we pulled one that I think is going to be an obvious one. She's beat up pretty good. She's been ridden a lot. She doesn't have any mites. I've looked to make sure that it's not that. It's obviously the rooster's been very kind to her. But look at her comb. Her comb is not real red and colorful. Her wattle's not real colorful. So let's turn her over and look at her abdomen. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. Now, her abdomen is tight. There's not a whole lot of play there. It's kind of, it's not rigid. It's hard to really explain. Like, you'll have to try it on your chickens to really like know what I'm talking about. But like with the other ones, when I get to their stomach, like my hands actually go into their tummy, like I can feel in their tummy. And hers is kind of like, doesn't give as much play. Now let's look at her. Here's her breastbone. Let's look at her pelvic bones. Pelvic bones, I really can't even get 2 fingers. My finger is on this pelvic bone and my finger's on that one. So I can barely get 2 fingers. And now let's do the dreaded vent test. Let's look at her vent. Okay. So her vent is not only dry, but it's also like wide. Look at that. So she would be one that I think she's gonna be one that we cull and turn into a stew chicken. I'm sorry. You've given me quite a few years. I think we're on like year 4 with you. So you've lived a pretty good life and done a pretty good job at providing eggs for us. But I think it's time for you to move on to your next part of the journey. Okay? Mwah. Now watch. She'll start laying tomorrow. So that's really all there is to it. Like I said, I would really love to hear from y'all if you have heard of this technique before, if you keep this kind of stuff in consideration when you're going to cull hens, and if you don't do this, what method do you use to determine which hens you keep and which ones that you cull. Thank you for stopping by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless. Have a nice day.